everybody, welcome back to Hastings City. The place to be is Hastings. But we all knew that already, didn't we? What are we building today? We're building a whole neighborhood all at the same time. And it's going to be a little neighborhood, and it's going to be great. It's going to be this little nice nice neighborhood. It's going to be an old neighborhood. And the way I'm building it, I'm thinking that... Okay, let me do a little backstory here. The way neighborhoods typically work in cities is that they started off as small towns, typically on their own, and then they sort of merged with the city as the city expanded. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that this used to be its own little thing, so I'm going to put a little strip of commercial like you saw in the middle there. And it'll be great. I've named it the Prospector's Cabin, because that sounds like an old-timey sort of name for a neighborhood, right? Right? No? Okay. So yeah, putting in some roads, and I got a theme. Most of the city's gonna, most of the houses are gonna be grown, just because I'm not hand placing them. I'm not. That's why I'm growing them. But I'm not gonna hand place them because I don't have 7 to 12 years to build the city. Like I ideally would like the series to be done before the heat death of the universe. But the great thing about, what do you call it? Growing. The great part about growing houses in this game now with all these mods is the fact that you can just do what I'm doing right now and edit all the trees. Because a lot of the things with the growable houses is they have these ugly trees, but you can just replace them with this great mod called Prop It Up. And it's awesome. And that's what I did. So you see now it looks a little less terrible. And I mean, I don't need it to be super detailed. Like the suburbs, typically for me, I don't need them super detailed. I don't need like every little lot to have its own fence and stuff. You know, it's just unnecessary. Unnecessary. Yeah. So you can see the road layout. It's almost a grid. Well, it is a grid, but it's sort of like a messy grid. Because in New England, I think, because New England's where the city's based in, the New England area. And typically speaking, the road layouts are rather messy. Like because everyone drinks out there. That's how, right? That's why all the city layouts are like that. Because a lot of people drink alcohol in New England. Yeah, that's why all the road layouts are like that. So yeah, putting down a little warehouse. I don't know if this is realistic or not, but I don't care. It makes the area look more interesting. Plus, this is supposed to be like a working class neighborhood. You know, it's not a super nice, fancy, oh yes, welcome to our neighborhood. Yes, would you like to come into my mansion? I have a golf course in the basement. Yes, would you like to come in? No, it's more of a, we do the kind of place. Yeah, just go with it. Don't think about it too much. It makes sense if you don't think about it that much. So yeah, here I'm just growing some more houses. And I think it turns out great. I think it turns out good. But if you don't, then let me know. Putting down a couple parking garages here, because you need a place to park your car, and then putting down some just empty dirt lots. By the way, if you guys have an idea for something that we can put in these empty lots, leave it in the comments section below. Below the video, that is. I like the idea that I said that, and some of you looked underneath your desk. Like, oh, you put your idea, like, let's put a tower, and then you stuck it in your desk. And if you did that, pick it up. Because your cat could bite it and choke on it. That'd be bad, right? Or, I mean, unless you don't like the cat. I like the cat. Not my cat, your cat. I specifically like your cat. Yeah. So, keep your eyes open for me. Might be, I might be after your cat, I'm sorry if that got a little too, rapey there. That's the problem no City Skylines, video's ever had. No one's ever watched the City Skylines video and been, wow, that got a little rapey there, halfway through, Dislike videos just a little too rapey for me. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. Anyway, anyway, now we're just growing the neighborhood, getting it filled in here. And then with this after I let the houses grow, this is how I detail neighborhoods. Okay, I don't go through and put fences around all those houses. Like, oh, you get a white picket fence, you get a wooden concrete fence. No, I don't do that. I put down these little clinics because I realized the city was dying and I forgot to put any healthcare in it. And I just, put one down right there. In this neighborhood that I built off camera. I built it as like the test burbs, I called it. I'm not actually going to call it that, but I actually might rename it that. The test burbs, I like that. And so yeah, this is how I detail neighborhoods. I just go through and put trees in the middle to make it look like, because what I don't like about growing houses in this game is all the empty space in between them. I like putting trees in the middle because it sort of fills the area. And see, look at that. That looks better already. And right here, right along the water, I'm gonna have a nice path. And I like the idea that you can walk all the way to downtown from the suburbs with these walking paths, right? So that's why I put the bridge here, so you can get over the rail tracks, right? I think that's nice. Helps make the place a little more walkable. Anyway, just putting in some more empty lots here, like I was doing earlier. Who doesn't like a nice empty lot? Do you like a nice empty lot? I do. I like empty lots. But that's not all over the place. That's why I'm zoning a little bit. Anyway, the story behind this neighborhood, I told you it's more of a working class neighborhood, but I like to think the neighborhood isn't necessarily like run down. Like, it's not a terrible place to live, but it's sort of neglected a little bit by the city. Like, I like to think that it used to be a nice neighborhood, but then they blasted that highway right through it. Which is what they did in real life, by the way. They just sometimes just blow up an entire neighborhood to build a highway. And I mean, that's kind of mean, isn't it? Like, I wouldn't do that. I would at least tell the citizens first and then do it. Like, I tell them, excuse me, get out. And then they get out. And then I blow up their house. It's simple strategy. I mean, it's effective. But I don't know. So yeah, going back to some more tree-eating. Putting in some more trees. Forgetting things to say, but there's only... There you go. There we go. Nice overview. The neighborhood is done, but not quite. Because there's one more thing we're going to add after. But yeah, I really like the way this neighborhood turned out. I think it looks fantastic. That guy's playing The Division. But yeah, the neighborhood looks great. Look at it. Isn't it great? Anyway, so now we're moving on from the neighborhood area to a little bit of public housing. That's right, a little bit of public housing. In a second here, the cinemac's still going. I thought it ended right there. Okay. Oh, did it just skip? I'm not gonna fix it. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, put in a little public housing thing. Something like this is what they did a lot in America in the 70s. They built a lot of these public housing things, and they're very ugly, and they're usually hotbeds for like crime and all that. Not a literal hotbed, more of a center or a hotbed. You know what? Shut up. So yeah, just making it look not great, but not the worst. Just putting a wall around it and all that. Like, this is a less detailing episode, really, if you think about it. It's not really a super detailing episode. It's more of like a super amazing episode, like all of my episodes are. Thank you for watching, if you're watching this. I've been talking too long. It's only been 9 minutes. Anyway, that was really quick public housing, and this is the end of the episode. Just gonna keep an eye on the cinematics here. If you look to the right of the city, I filled in some areas near the Central Business District, the Central Business District. And it's just a little park that I put underneath the highway, and I think it looks great. But there's only 20 seconds left in this video, so I'm gonna say my goodbyes as we get an overview really quickly. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, like it. If you didn't enjoy it, dislike it, please. And have a good, lovely evening. Or morning. Goodbye.